Hi, I'm Caitlin Camarda, and I'm going to show you a simple way to become more flexible instantly. So to illustrate this exercise, I brought a piece of fringe. You could use a string. This is actually from one of my dance costumes. And if I wanted to stretch this string, I would hold it at one point and I'd hold it at the other. So we can call this side point A and this side point B. And what do? We would stretch it. Now, as you can see, when I stretch it, it becomes longer and more taut. Now, our muscles work in exactly the same way or similarly to this string. So now I have to admit that growing up and in my dance classes, when we would stretch, I thought I was just supposed to, force the stretch. And how I was stretching was, if I was trying to reach for my toes, I would just try to pull myself down to my toes as much as I could and hold it for as long as I can. And I would watch the other kids in my class do so much better with stretching and become more and more flexible while I struggled day after day. And it wasn't until recently that I realized the proper way to become flexible and actually stretch your muscles. So, again, I mentioned the point A, point B. Our body works similarly in the sense that we have a point A and point B, and we're stretching from there. So a lot of people aim for the middle. So if I were to stretch my side, let's say, and I were to lean over and I'd try to, pull this, I feel a stretch here. But if we think of the point A, point B, version of this stretch, I'm going to proclaim my point A to be my arm, the length of my arm, while my point B be my hip. So from my arm to my hip, I'm stretching in opposite directions. So you really feel much more of a lengthening, and that felt really good as well, to what you're doing, as well as a firmness and control, rather than like waiting patiently for your muscles to finally give you that give and finally stretch. Plus, you feel more supported. So another common stretch for dancing is, like I mentioned before, reaching for your toes, whether you be standing and leaning over or you're on the floor reaching for your legs. So how you can achieve this quickly and easily is not only just reach for your toes, stretching towards them, but your hips are actually pulling back into you. So you have the two opposite directions towards your toes, and then your hips pulling away. And that's going to allow you to reach towards your toes much more easy, even though it's counterintuitive because, hey, I'm trying to stretch towards my toes, I just want to have all my energy go there. You actually want to have opposition. So I'm going up towards my hips as well as going down towards my toes. Anything that you want to stretch, think of it in opposition. And that's going to help you become flexible more fast and easily. So if you found this tip helpful, make sure to leave a comment below and let me know if you tried it with any of your movements, as well as subscribe for future video tips. Thanks. Ciao for now.